What's up, guys? Fortune here with Jackalmen Games, along with Karma from our local group Dothan Death Watch, going over the round 6 of the Birmingham Star Wars Destiny regional event. In this round, we've got our own Headless Jingo on the right versus Dan. If I'm not incorrect, he's actually part of the Birmingham crew, but I might be wrong on that. You know, don't fact check me.
Yeah, he was at the Atlanta regional we were at.
Actually, no, I think that's he's part of the Georgia crew.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's part of every crew as far as I'm concerned.
Right. Well, I think we're all just a part of each other's crews at this point.
Right. I mean, we all know each other. Anyways, so on to round 6. We got the Vader Greedo versus the Han qi'ra. At this point, we've seen both of these players play. What do you think about the matchup of the decks?
I mean, I think it's definitely going to be super aggressive, smack each other in the face kind of a matchup. But I know Django's definitely going to have probably a lot more control over the Vader deck, but I don't know. I think it could go either way.
Yeah, we know that Django's deck is full of mitigation and control with the ability to play both yellow hero and villains. We do know that Vader's kind of strong against control because he gets to roll his die back in, and most of what we've seen from Django's deck is full-on removal, not just mitigation by turning dice.
Yep.
So it's going to be pretty interesting. I do know that he runs jetpacks in his deck, which can be pretty strong. But those also are kind of slow cards.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like he still may try to look for it in his first hand.
I mean, yeah, if you can drop it turn 1, it'll be all right. But the point is, Vader will just blow right past that card.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, to see it be played, I mean, it sees no play anymore.
So, fun fact from the Gandork that I learned while we were streaming. Technically, the promo is called Jet Space Pack, the promo that Django's running. The actual card is just Jetpack, one word. So, by the written rules of the game, you can have 4 copies of the card in your deck.
That is...
Because there's Jetpack and then there's Jet Space Pack.
So it's almost like it's not the same card, basically.
Basically.
That's crazy.
I'm sure that you can't actually do that, and if you go to a tournament, you'll be called out on it.
Yeah.
But technically, rules as written.
I mean,
you can do it.
It's worded differently.
That's right. All right, so... we're about to see the roll-in here. I think Han qi'ra actually favors the roll-off here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to Han qi'ra. It has a higher chance of not damage, but, you know, high roll.
Right. Vader rolls 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Oof.
And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, it's 6 and
6. All right, well, it looks like Jeff lost the roll-off. He gets a shield on each character. And we're starting up the round. All right, so he's got Theed.
This is actually the first one we've seen on stream where the Vader deck gets to actually have its battlefield too.
Vader has the advantage against pretty much every meta deck in current play in the roll-off. But the amount of times that he doesn't win the roll-off is just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, straight into, 7 damage? Yeah. That's what you want to see.
That's gross.
So there's 2 things that you want to see. We see an indifferent, which removes Vader's die.
Yes.
There's 2 things that you want to see as a Vader player. Either a 3-cost weapon in your hand with Feed to immediately play it turn 1, or if you can't play a 3-cost weapon, you want to immediately roll into 8 damage. One of the 2. You'll be okay with either one.
Yeah, either one. But I mean, even if they easy pickings your dice, you can just roll them right back in. I mean, you could roll right back into that damage again.
That's right, which I've done so many times. I actually did multiple times on the tournament.
Yeah, it kind of just, it just laughs in easy pickings face.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 4, got them easy pickings, rolled them back into a 4 and a 4, got them turned, and then discarded reroll into a 4 and a 4.
That's just gross.
It was beautiful.
Just gross. Oh, Greedo. Doing Greedo things, rolling a blank.
Yep, I mean, Greedo he either rolls or he doesn't, you know. I mean, one of the 2.
That's that kind of character.
All right, so we do see a couple of damage popping down onto Vader, and we see the power action for 3 resources. So he might have an upgrade in his hand, and he might have just been looking to resolve some big damage sides to start out with, which isn't the worst plan.
No.
So I've kind of had a big argument with myself while playing Vader. Say for instance, you start off with Vader's lightsaber and Theed. So you can power action to get the 3rd resource, play it, and then have no resources to resolve your damage.
Yeah.
Or you can roll in, see if you need those resources, and then potentially play it at the end of the round or go from there. Obviously, there's a lot of reason to play Vader Saber first, because you could roll into a +4, a 3, and a 3. But, I don't know, it just feels so bad to play it and then roll into a 4 for 1, a 4 for 1, and a...
Yeah, I mean, this is Star Wars Destiny. Most of the time, it's going to hit the 4 for 1s when you can't pay for it.
That's right.
And there's
Speaking of jetpack,
yes. On a beautiful alt art.
on a very beautiful altar.
So, I mean, honestly, like I've said it before to you, but I never mind if I'm not in a bad position in the first round to save my money and ramp.
Yep, it's very true. Turn 1 is always a good time to kind of play it slow and just build up your board state. Unless it's hyper aggro versus hyper aggro. In that case, you're not going to get a turn 2 if you just take your time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're both struggling with the damage, like they're both actually kind of struggling with this first turn, and you'd be all right.
Right. I do wonder why Dan took the time. Well, there's the Vader Saber. I was literally just saying, I wonder why Dan took the time to take the resource from Theed and then not use it immediately. But hey, he got it down, so.
Yeah, I mean, he did pitch to reroll. I guess maybe he thought if he rolled the 4/1, he'd want to have at least a resource to resolve.
Right.
Which he's still trying.
And he discards a Price of Failure because you don't necessarily want to see it turn 1, especially with the way that he's been rolling right now.
Yeah.
He rolled into the 4/1 as soon as he spent his resources.
That's why he tried to hold on to it. I mean, you still have a chance of getting something resolvable other than the 4/4. You can get more money, get shields. I mean, everything's good other than the non-resolvable damage and a blank.
Right.
And of course, Django, he's in that same position right now with the die sides he doesn't necessarily want.
Yeah, I mean, discard's never bad against Vader because pretty much every card in Vader's deck is important.
Yeah, and then he's only sitting on 1 card now, so he could have easily just took it from him so he couldn't reroll.
That's interesting. He went ahead and claimed with 3 dice still out in the pool. Having Theed and denying Vader of Theed is really important, but I don't know. I probably would have discarded there. Unless what he's got in his hand is just super important.
That's what I was thinking. It must be something he doesn't want to get rid of.
All right, so we're moving on into the next round. Kind of a lukewarm match or first round versus 2 hyper aggro decks like that.
See what, of course.
Power action, straight into the 3rd resource, and then the additional action. No more action cheating, just straight up rolls in qi'ra. Maybe not.
I was thinking about it.
Rolls in Han.
And
he might have drop in sitting in his hand. He's got a blank and a resource.
Yeah, and I like how he kind of changed it up this time because he put the upgrade on qi'ra instead of Han.
Oh my god. Goodness. Yeah, so that's 2 resources, I believe.
Shields.
No, 2 shields, 4/1 and a +3.
Jeez, that's just gross. It won't kill
that,
Han,
that
but
puts Han at 1 health.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Actually,
kills Han because he can deal the 1 damage from Vader's Saber.
Exactly what I was fixing to say. So either way, he'd be dead.
Yep.
His money would be gone, but I mean, it would kill the character off.
Yeah, it would kill a character off before he can do anything with him in turn. So.
And puts Django super behind at that point.
Let's see. How much health does Vader has? He has 13 showing.
Yeah.
Even if Django dropped in into max damage on qi'ra, Han's dead, and it's not going to be looking good.
I mean, unless he was able to drop in and he can get what? The most he could get is, I think, 9?
Yeah.
Which is not terrible. It puts Vader at 11 immediately, which is pretty gross.
He could drop in and then resolve the jetpack.
Yeah, true. Which he might want to try to do. Which I think that's why he thought about rolling qi'ra out to start with, is to get that special out there. But he changed his mind, so he's definitely got something else in his hand he's trying to plan.
Right. And we're seeing a lot of thought go back and forth here. There's the bait and switch.
Okay, let's see. To a discard.
To rebel.
Ah.
To play indifferent, to keep Han alive for a turn.
I mean...
Interesting play, but it definitely works. So we're probably going to see the power action from Vader here. Yep.
So he was definitely trying to think how he can make that work in his favor. Not very often do you see bait and switch used on anything other than damage.
Right. Which, I mean, that was a really good play.
That was a very smart play.
All props to him. That means he doesn't have any mitigation in his hand.
I mean...
And there's the 4/1 back
again.
on Vader.
Yeah, and you were just talking about that.
Yep.
Man. Just gross. You try so hard. You come up with this great play to save yourself, and then it just laughs in your face.
Nothing.
Just laughs in your face.
All right. So Jeff was obviously just lamenting his fate there at that point because there's really nothing that he can do about it.
probably just got super sad.
He did get to discard the Vader's meditation chamber, though, so that's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like if I'd have just seen it go right back to that 4-for-1, I would have just been just a little upset.
Right.
Especially if that was your main source of mitigation to try to help you out. Then now he's dead.
And Han did, in fact, get killed there. And what if that Vader just rolled into a 3? That would have been...
Just
scoop the game. I'm done.
Super sad.
All right, and Tangle to get rid of both of Vader's dice. It's not bad. He's already used his power action for the turn.
That's the salt speaking that time. Like, you know what? Just get your
this crap out of here.
Get your dice
We're
out
done.
of the pool, please.
Greedo rolls in for a blank.
I mean, if he'd have rolled a 2, I'd have been, you know what? I'm done. Just quit this game.
All right, so Qi'ra finally gets to roll in. Into a 3
So he's got
for
5
1.
damage. Oh, that's
2.
like 6 damage, I
3.
think. Yeah, that's like a +3 and a 3-for-1 and a... God, if he had another bait switch, that'd be gross. So he doesn't have any.
Right.
He doesn't have any money currently to pay for that 3-for-1 though.
Very true. And that's what we were talking about earlier with Kira's sides. When she rolls that 3-for-1 late game when you've got no money, it's as good as a blank.
Yeah, I mean, I run Truce in my deck. And if I can deal the damage I need to deal to kill a character off, it's worth giving them $1.
It's very true.
So you just gotta kind of, that's one of those cards, you gotta know when to play it, like as far as helping your opponent out at the same time.
Correct. All right, so Jeff's deciding whether or not he wants to discard. I think if he does 2 turns in a row of leaving 3 dice out, then it's just...
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you're screwing yourself over at that point. I would definitely...
He's going to discard here. Gets rid of the Maul Saber, which is a good pool, but he's so far behind on damage at this point.
Yeah, I definitely probably would have tried to re-roll the qi'ra dice.
Right.
I mean, I understand the struggle because she does only have the one range side that
That's
has no
resolvable,
resolve. Yeah, that has no pay.
But she also has resources, right?
Yeah, she has
So-
a resource and a +2 resource.
You could get super lucky and roll the resource into the 3-for-1, but I mean, it is what it is. Chance.
Oh my!
Speaking about chances, we got
Wow.
is that a 4 and a 4?
Yeah, that.
Or is that a 4
I know
and
it's a
3?
4 and a 3, but
Yeah.
that's Vader. Yo.
Easy pickings on the...
If he laughs at
No,
it.
that was a 4
Oh.
and a 4.
Oh my
That
god!
was literally
that
max
was
damage.
max. That's just gross.
Power action to roll Vader back out.
Oh my god.
That was,
But he can only. Well, I mean, I think that was a smart move to get the Vader die.
and it rolls into a 3.
Yep.
Jeez.
But that's better than literally almost dead. Besides having a shield on Qi'ra.
You're not wrong. I mean,
Golly.
Qi'ra would have been left at 1 health after that.
Yeah. So he did roll into the 6 damage again. It looks like in a discard, but this time he actually has a resource to pay.
Right.
Still, just not enough to take Vader down where you need him to be.
Right. And we have seen him discard Price of Failure already. I don't know if Dan runs 2 in his deck. A lot of people were either running 1 or none, actually, in their Vader decks this weekend.
Some people were probably learning that at some point they might need Greedo to be alive.
Well, not even that. People were afraid of things like coercion.
Yeah,
and,
forcing
things
them
like
to do
that.
it. Because
Yeah.
once Greedo's dead and you're forced to play that, you have to kill your character.
And with the Force Illusion played, that's pretty bad for old Headless over there. We see he doesn't like you to remove the Vader's 4-for-1, so he's buying him at least an extra turn out of all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean...
But I mean, when Vader just rolls in a 4-4 and a 4, like, it's just so disheartening to see.
Yeah. I mean, the most he'll take now would be 4 damage from Greedo. Adding Greedo's damage if he rolled it.
Right. And we Force Illusion 6. Or is that 5? Force Illusion 5. Got rid of some good cards. I mean, he could almost mill
Vader's
Vader at this
Fist.
point, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's like halfway there.
Yeah. Alright, so Theed for an extra resource.
He probably expected him to claim probably on his next action.
Yeah.
There's not much else Django can do here.
If Django doesn't claim... Well, I was going to say if Django didn't claim, I definitely would have, just to make sure that I get it, but...
So he rolled
Greedo rolling into a 1. And then probably a claim here. Oh,
he
Price
did
of
have the
Failure.
price of
Yeah.
failure. Oh, man.
And that's pretty much going to be game if he's lucky at all, because he's still got 2 resources.
Oh, he didn't roll any damage.
Yeah, 2 shields.
2 shield, 2 shield, and a 3 modifier. So he got really lucky with that.
But he's still
that
got
roll.
like 2 cards to discard.
Yep. So, I mean, he still has a potential to hit him for some damage. I mean, he's passing, so he must have something he's holding on to use.
He's got no resources, though.
No. So, I mean, he has no dice in the pool.
A blank and a 2?
Yep, I think that's a 2. Actually, that might
Might
be
be
it.
a
No, that's a
3.
3, so that's like 6 damage at least right there. So,
Yep.
woo.
And Jeff claims, so he was just posturing that entire time. All right, puts qi'ra down to 3 health.
And then you get to deal another damage to roll back in.
And discard to reroll. He's got a
He
resource
only needs
still.
3 damage.
And he got
And
it.
there it is. Jeez.
So yeah, that's what happens when Vader rolls halfway hot.
Or all the way hot into 12 damage.
Yeah, there's literally nothing that you can do about it, man. It is what it is. There's wanton destruction.
God, that would have been disgusting.
So, like, Django only rolled or got 2 damage off that entire game.
Yeah, that was a struggle.
Yeah.
He was literally behind the whole game.
Yeah. I remember him talking to me about this round. It was definitely, watching it, it was definitely a struggle. I understand what he was talking about, but, man, Vader, anytime you see Vader roll in 12 damage, you're just like, well, game's over. Time to go into the next one.
And that's on 3 dice.
3 dice. Yeah.
3 dice that can roll 12 damage is gross.
Yep. And if you have 3 resources, you're lucky enough to feed into 3 resources. Guess what? That's 13 damage. And you get to roll Vader back
and
out.
roll it back in and just hit another 4-1 and just find a resource somewhere.
But all right, guys, that's been a ridiculous round 6. We're moving on into round 7 now. And we're getting close to the top 8, top 4, and finals game. So we'll see you all for round 7.